Doo-doo-dee. It's Nandi!
Hello friends, welcome back. Today we're covering the May patch. It's a huge patch, but this video is going to be a bit of a weird one. There is some stuff that is being revealed at Skulls, Games Workshop's annual big reveal event, and therefore Snowprint can't go into the nitty-gritty about everything. I'll try and cover everything that I'm allowed to here, and then when Skulls eventually drops, you'll get the character showcases and all the other stuff. A quick thank you to my Patreons and YouTube members. Thanks as always for your support. As is custom, here is a small code for the rest of you to keep you going. Let's get into it. Let's start with a broad look at what this season contains. We have another survival event this patch, making it back-to-back survivals, and there is a mysterious new Imperial character who fights alongside other Space Marines. There is also a couple of new twists to this survival. The two new characters this patch are the aforementioned mysterious Imperial character, unlockable through Epic Battlepass and Survival event, as well as a mysterious Xenos character who will have a 2-week hero release event. There is also a new campaign event, and again this one is shrouded in secrecy. Finally, something that I can talk about, and that is the new machine of war this patch. The Necron Reanimator joins the game. There is relic stuff too. We have 3 unique relics that have been added to the game for Gulgort, Nicodemus, and Typhus. Gibbascrapz is the final orc to get his balancing and rework completed. The Battle Pass this season is an epic Battle Pass and will be for the mysterious Imperial character, and Legendary Release event will be the second run of Farsight. Beyond that, we have the usual slew of home screen events, quests, blessed requisitions, and tournament arenas, as well as some shop changes. I think this is one of the juicier patches in recent memory, and I actually couldn't think of any big absences or things that were missing. We've never had back-to-back patches with survival, so this marks the first occasion. There isn't much I can tell you about this yet, but it does have some cool and unique twists. It runs from May 24th to 30th, and the protagonist is the mysterious Imperial character, and the rewards are character shards for that character. It's super fun, and truthfully I think this survival is the one that I've enjoyed most out of all of them so far. When the Skulls reveals happen, I'll drop my survival video guide. There are 2 new characters this patch, one Imperial and one Xenos. The Xenos character will unlock via 2-week hero release event on May 31st. I can't give you summaries of them yet, but as I've said, when Skulls has completed, I can unleash my dedicated character showcases on my channel. There is a new campaign event this patch. Snowprint don't want to talk about it just yet, so I can't say much else except that it is new, and I'll hopefully have a guide ready to go for it. We have the Necron Machine of War this patch. We use Chaos to fight the Necrons in the incursion, and I have included my usual 15-second summary of things. It's a crowded slide, sorry, but the abilities have a lot of text. It probably makes sense to start with the secondary, which gives a targeted friendly mechanical unit bonus health, kind of like Holland's heal effect. The primary then heals all units that have that secondary effect, and it triggers it if it's a summon to attack again. It's probably going to be a PvP focused machine of war, but I have a showcase on it where I go into things further, and there is some surprising guild raid value too. I think based on the feedback from players, Snowprint are moving away from releasing relics for new characters and instead focusing on older ones, which is great, as older ones are the ones that players are more likely to have at Mythic in the first place. We'll start by taking a look at Typhus's relic, which is called Lacrimae and is obtainable through the Death Guard campaign event. The relic lets Typhus's melee attack add the contamination hex effect, but probably cooler than that, if a non-mechanical unit dies within Typhus's contagion aura, then a Poxwalker is spawned in its place. There is a cap of 3 Poxwalkers, and upgrading the relic increases the stats of the summoned units. Unlike the Poxwalkers created by Corodius, these don't immediately attack when spawned, but obviously retain the self-replication ability. Personally, I love this relic, and I think it's going to add a huge amount of value, especially in Horde modes, where you can get the recurring meat shields as a floor, or a self-replicating army that carries you through LRE as a ceiling. Because this is the relic that excites me the most, I have 3 gameplay clips to show you. In the first, I'm simply demonstrating that when the Poxwalker spawns, it doesn't automatically attack like the Poxes created by Corodius. In the second clip, a Poxwalker kills an enemy unit within Typhus's contagion aura. Here, the Poxwalker summons a duplicate through its own mechanic, and a further Poxwalker is created through Typhus's relic. In the last clip, we can see the interaction with Archie. We get 2 Poxwalkers and 2 Archie summons as well. The next relic is for Gulgort, and if nothing else, I love the relic name. Head Wappa's Kill Chopper gets a 10 out of 10 for me. Well done, Snowprint. It's straightforward. Gulgorts and friendly orc boys deal bonus damage with their melee attacks depending on how many enemies that Gulgorts has defeated in battle. In Raids, it's not likely to have a huge impact on your team, apart from fights with the Big Hit or Lavistodes team against Sarek or Screamer Killer, where there are a couple of adds to kill. Even still, the bonus damage isn't insane. In PvP and Horde modes, it also gives them a little bit of extra damage and burst, and in LRE you can get a lot of damage out of it in the later turns of the event. It isn't a game-breaking relic, nor on the power level of others that we've seen, but Gulgorts is already a super powerful character and didn't need a super powerful relic. The final relic is for our Blood Angel's healer, Nicodemus, and this one is great. Unlike the other two, this one is a crit booster. The Chalice of Baal essentially heals Nicodemus and all friendly adjacent allies the first time each turn that an enemy dies. It also provides the healed units with some bonus damage till the end of the turn. It's important to point out that while Nico's passive is health regeneration, and thus does not remove status effects like taunt or stun, the Chalice actually heals, which means it gets rid of all those effects on every surrounding unit. As I've said, this is super powerful and I like it a lot. Extra heals are really valuable and I see this being best in Horde mode. The key thing is that this triggers on any enemy unit killed. Positioning will matter, of course, but free healing and damage every turn is so valuable in Horde mode, where you'll have the chance to position and kill enemies accordingly. Also, this can trigger both on your turn and your opponent's, so there's synergy if you are running Overwatch characters, or if your Matineo summons are getting killed. The Gibbascrapz rework is pretty small, truthfully. He's had a small increase to his health stat and a reduction to his armor stat, with the radar chart here illustrating how his stat profile has changed. Thank you to Tauan for his help with this. The trade-off for the reduced armor is that the passive has been buffed to provide more armor at baseline and has a secondary Y value that gives even more armor to orcs and now affects Gibba himself. The net result is a slightly tankier Gibba, but the buff also lets his Grot tank ignore battle fatigue, which is great since it's such a valuable unit. I think the game developers wanted to keep Gibbascrapz as a simpler unit, since he is one of the earliest that new players will get to play with. One small problem with this rework is that if you have a Gibbascrapz with a small passive, the end result from all of this is actually he'll end up with lower armor than before, because the passive does require investment to reach the standards that we had previously. There have been a raft of shop changes. We now have the Saber of Sacrifice, Dreer's relic, appear in the Rogue Trader relic rotation. Dante replaces Mephiston in the Guild War shop, and there have been a bunch of other changes to the Legendary and Epic tiers in the War shop as well. The Battle Pass this patch is for the new Mysterious Imperial character, and the LRE this time is the second one for Farsight. Not a huge amount else to say here apart from sharing my excitement for my favourite 40k character. There is the usual slew of other stuff. We have 2 character quests this patch. Haver fights alongside the Ultramarines and Admechs on June 3rd against the Black Legion. Then on June 24th, Yarrick and a bunch of Imperial factions fight against the Orcs. There are 2 tournament arenas this patch. Both are at Legendary difficulty, and the second is Faction Wars. As far as I know, there haven't been any balance changes. People seem to like the top 25 leaderboard slides I did last time, so I've repeated them here. The data is incomplete as not everyone could be found on Discord, but this is how the last season shaped up, and as much as I hate to say it, the Tau might be a bit too strong and dominating the top landscape. We've already lost on Shi, and I'm not sure what else Snowprint can do apart from ban the Tau until the meta is a bit more balanced. Obviously, I hope it doesn't come to that. There are 7 different Blessed Requisition banners this patch, each one giving you an opportunity to earn different characters. I'm not sure I'm super excited about any of them, but they're on screen here anyway for your perusal. There are 4 home screen events this patch. Against the Tide runs on May 24th. You get points for clearing waves in wave-based modes. Your rewards are random character shards as well as survival event currency, which this home screen event runs concurrent with. Faction Focus is back on June 2nd. You get bonus experience and event points for deploying characters of the same faction. The rewards are gold and lots of it. There is a new home screen event called Rapid Assault Boost on June 9th. Rapid Assault characters have bonus stats and gain bonus experience during this event. You earn points by defeating enemies with Rapid Assault characters. The rewards are badges. I've also included on screen the characters in game with the Rapid Assault trait. Training Rush is also back on June 15th and we're pretty familiar with it. We seem to get one of these every patch. You get points for defeating enemies and the rewards are books and gold. Your characters also have a nice boost to experience during the event. There are some other things and bug fixes in the notes and I would encourage you to check out the full patch notes. The big one is the change to how Beast Slayer works, where the block amount is based on armor now, not health. There's also been upgrade drop location changes and some bug fixes. Okay, that's all I've got for now. Thanks as always to my Patreons and YouTube members for their support, and bye for now.